Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Miller.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Simpson. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering cosmetic screen, you have 4 options. Stats is selected. You restart game. Entering pass.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense will have the football first here. Well, fans on both sides have not forgotten Alabama's beatdown the last time they played. All the emotion, the intensity at Tiger Stadium, and Kalen DeBoer, in his first taste of the rivalry, had the tie ready, and they pounded LSU.
When I think back to this game, and we were so excited to call this one, I just think of how Alabama's offense handled this environment. Jalen Milroe, at one week he looks great. The next week, it's just not quite there in the passing game. But this game, it was all about his legs. The best athlete on the field by far. How will Bama do without that explosive playmaker at quarterback this year?
A play action, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. You can open up other aspects of your offense.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on the screen. Gets into space at the 50. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. So the LSU Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Important second down play coming up. Graham behind the line. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU has moved into the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Nussmeier. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. To the air, it's Simpson. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle, it's Miller. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Play action here on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
He keeps it. QB draw. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Throwing off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Brandt. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Alabama. And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. The receiver grabs it. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pump over the middle. It's sharp. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
High completion makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to run. It's Durham.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Pressure is coming. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. Steps out of bounds after a solid game, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
1st and goal for the offense. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Wide open downfield. That's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Horton, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And a quick spin move there before he's dropped. Decent pickup on the play.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his man. It's Miller. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They face a third and short on the 9th play of this drive. They try to sneak it for the first.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. To throw, it's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch! Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, tied. That's an important score. We got a one-possession game now, Kirk. And it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Makes the grab along the sideline. Goes out of bounds, and it is a first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They're going to run the option. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Quick completion to the tight end.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering post-game screen, you head for options, stats is selected. Return to main menu. Entering home screen, play now is selected. Play now is selected. Entering offline warning pop selected. No stop. Entering warning pop up. No stop. And yes. Entering game settings screen.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Flames offense will get the first possession of the game. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
he needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the counter play. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Flames send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sun Devils are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Tyson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On the run, it's Udo. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
They're going to ride this running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Flames have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Blue. Spins away from the defender.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Flames look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the option. The give to the tailback.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
So now it's second and long. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Finds some fresh air. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up the 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snags it quickly on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Took care of it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his second year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game, and Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You can tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Arizona State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feeling